Hey friends, today we're going to be going over lesson 2 in unit 2. In this lesson, our learning target is I can gather and summarize relevant information from the text, A Nation Divided, using my notes and an SPO graphic organizer to organize my writing. The standard that we will be covering today is RI 0.5.2, and I'll go over what that means in a few more slides. Oh, let me actually do this real quick. Sorry. All right, connection. Before learning about the Civil War, we just completed a unit where we learned about the growth of our country as a result of westward expansion and how this movement affected various groups of people in the United States. As the country grew, the northern and southern states disagreed on many issues, which we learned about in our last lesson. In this text, we're going to dive a little bit deeper, and we are going to learn more about why the nation was divided. Some vocabulary that we are going to be visiting in this lesson is abolish, secede, union, confederacy, emancipation, proclamation, assassinate, amendment, and U.S. Constitution. Now, the content that we're going to be covering is we will be reading an article, or you will be reading an article, and I will provide a link for you so that you can have it read aloud to you. The second thing you're going to need is a graphic organizer to help you organize the information that you will be finding in this article. So there's six things we're going to be covering or looking for as we read. We're going to be focusing on the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how. And I'll dive a little bit deeper into what those things mean. And then finally, you are going to need an SPO, which can be filled out virtually. And one more thing, you need your mastery check. So this is essentially an exit ticket that you will be taking at the end of the lesson to help me understand whether or not you mastered the objective or if you need my help. So what is RI 0.5.2? So this standard means to determine two or more main ideas of a text and explain how they are supported by key details, and you are also going to summarize the text. So you're going to be finding the most important parts, which is the who, what, where, when, why, and how of this text, and you're going to be combining that information into a summary. So how do we find two main ideas? I'm going to be pushing out this link to you guys in Canvas, but it will take you to a Khan Academy video that you can take a look at to review how to find two main ideas. And then same thing with summarizing the text. This is also a link to a Khan Academy video. And if you ever need to review how to summarize a text, you can click on that link and watch the video. So to dive a little bit deeper into what it means to find two main ideas, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to read the text. You're going to carefully read it and understand what the text is saying. Finally, you're going to find the main ideas, and the way to do this is to figure out the most important things the text talks about. And you can do this by finding words that you see tend to repeat. Third is locate key details. You're going to look for specific facts, examples, or reasons that explain the main ideas. 4, explain with details. Connect the key details you find to each main idea to show how they fit together. And finally, to summarize, write a short and clear overview of the main points in your own words, and we're going to go over how to summarize. And finally, just kidding, we have a sixth one. Finally, review and revise. Double check your work to make sure it makes sense and is accurate. And finally, sorry, you're going to practice. You're going to keep practicing with different texts to improve your skills over time. Now to summarize, you want to find the who. Find out the important people or subjects the text talks about, like the main person or group. Find out who the what is. Wait, let me rephrase that. Find the what. Highlight the main ideas and key events, the most important things happening in the text. Next is the where. Identify the places where these events or actions take place. So take note that the key events are different from the places. The key events are the things that are happening. The where is where this is happening. Number 4 is when. Pinpoint the time or time frame when these events occur. 5 is why. Understand the reasons or causes behind the information, why things happened the way they did. And finally, how. Recognize the methods or processes described, how things were done and or achieved. And what you're going to do after you find all that stuff, and your graphic organizer is going to help you with this, is to combine these details in a short, clear summary. So you're going to use your graphic organizer to find the who, what, where, when, why, and how. And then you're going to use your SPO to help you organize how you want your writing to flow. And I'm going to show you how to do that in the next slide. So just for the sake of time, I'm going to show you how to fill out your SPO. You are going to read A Nation Divided independently. I'm going to give you a YouTube link to a read aloud so that if you need the read aloud, you have that option. You are also going to receive the 5Ws graphic organizer and an SPO. And then by the time you're done with this practice, you're going to take your mastery check where you will write out your response. Okay, I'm going to model one part of this assignment, which is the SPO, and show you note-taking skills. If I can exit out of this. Okay, so there are some symbols that you should consider as you are taking notes. I'm going to also open up my SPO here. Remember, your SPO is meant to be something that is quick and easy. You are not supposed to write out full sentences in your SPO. You don't want to spend too much time writing out full sentences and then copying those sentences onto a sheet of paper, because that kind of defeats the purpose of what this SPO is for. This SPO is not supposed to be time consuming, and it's supposed to help you organize your work. So I'm going to start by writing out my name. And today's date is August 7th, 2023. The TS in the SPO stands for topic sentence. Your topic sentence is going to be the overall main idea. And these are the overall main idea. So these are the most important talking points that you're going to be covering in your summary. Now, the next thing you can do is use these numbers to identify or to put information about the who, what, where, when. And we don't have another space for the why, but that's okay, because the SPO down the line is something that you're going to create by hand. So what you can do is you can just add a number 5 below that 4. Let me see if I can. Nope, I can't. You can add a number 5 below that 4 to put down the why. So as we are taking notes, let's make up a topic sentence first. Let's see. My topic sentence is Thompson Elementary School has been around for 200 years. So who are we talking about? Who are we talking about? We're talking about Thompson Elementary School. What are we talking about? It's been around for a long time, so we're going to write been around for a long time. Where? We're gonna put down the address of Thompson Elementary School, so 1200 L Street Northwest, and then when 200 years ago. And then in your concluding sentence, you're gonna restate your topic sentence. So we're gonna restate it in a way so that we're not copying things word for word. We're not copying things word for word in the topic sentence. So in the concluding sentence, we're going to rephrase what we have in our topic sentence and use that in our concluding sentence. So for example, we can say Thompson Elementary, actually let's put a sentence starter in conclusion. Thompson Elementary School has been around for a very long time. Okay, and then over here, I'm gonna just put dots here. You're also gonna include the how. So how has it been around for so long? DCPS has funded Thompson Elementary School for many years. Okay, so there's a couple things I want you to notice. I want you to notice how I don't have complete sentences for numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I also don't have complete sentences for, actually forget what I just said. Yeah, I don't have complete sentences for number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Your SPO is supposed to be really quick. You can also use these symbols here on my screen, and I will be pushing this out to you as well. But you can use these symbols here to help you shorten, to help you replace those filler words with these symbols instead. That way you can fit all of your information on this one line, and you're not having to write full sentences when you're putting your information into the SPO. So after you've put your information down in your SPO, you're then going to go to your mastery check. And I personally would have these windows up side by side so that you're able to toggle back and forth. But you're going to be answering the writing prompt, which is to summarize the text, A Nation Divided. Be sure to include your findings of who, what, where, when, why, and how in your summary. Your summary should include 5 to 7 sentences. In order to earn a 4 or to be considered mastered, you must summarize the text in at least 5 sentences or more and include the who, what, where, when, why, and how. You also should be using proper spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. All right, let's go back to our slide. So remember your objective for this lesson. I can gather and summarize relevant information from the text, A Nation Divided, using my notes and an SPO graphic organizer to organize my writing. Again, you're going to read the text independently, or you can have it be read aloud to you using the YouTube video. Then you're going to annotate the text and insert your annotations inside of the graphic organizer. That's the who, what, where, when, why, and how. And next, you're going to put that information that you collected into an SPO graphic organizer. And then finally, you're going to write out a summary in the mastery check. If you have any questions, please be sure to ask your classmates before you ask me. Best of luck to you.